So you're number 2 for both years for the Mike Richter?
In the top 3, whatever.
They don't tell you though?
No, they don't rank it. They just give the winner.
Okay, and then but do you remember when you signed the contract for the Jets?
I did. Yeah, I do.
What happened?
So I was on a weekend getaway with my girlfriend at the time, and I forgot my phone at home. And
Where were you going to?
Just Marquette, so like 2 hours away. We were just doing like a little day trip, and I forgot my phone, and all of a sudden my dad is blowing up my girlfriend's phone. He's like, you gotta call your agent. And I was like, I don't have his number, it's on my phone. And then so I was basically talking to, Joe Dea and all these people and my agent all over the phone on my girlfriend's phone. And then we're like we gotta cut this short and drive home. And be in a gas station, I talked to my agent, like, do you think I should do this? Like, the money's like, it's not,
What did they offer?
So full AHL money, so 70, plus 62.5
For 2 years?
Yeah, okay. Signing bonus. Because I was too old for a 3-year deal, because it goes by age. And
what's the age cutoff for that?
24. 24 has to be 23 or 24 is a 2-year. Anything under that's 3-year. Above 25 or 6 is a 1-year deal. And so I remember the money was like, it wasn't, a max salary or anything, which I thought I deserved because of my college play.
What was max?
90,000 signing bonus at the time, I think.
90, here you go, here's 90 Gs.
Yeah, like here's pre-tax 90 Gs. But I got max AHL money, which is 70,000, which is pretty good. And I my agent Todd was like, yeah, just sign it. And so I signed it at a holiday gas station in the UP, man. And I was like, yeah, I just went home and I was like, this is crazy. And then I had training camp 2 days later, and not gonna lie, I was not in good shape because I thought I wasn't playing hockey next year. And they blew up my ankle. I was out for 8 weeks.
This is the first season that you played in the American League, though.
Yeah, and so actually I blew up my ankle at training camp. I caught an edge in one of the prospect games, or the development camp games, and I remember skating up, and I can't remember who it was on the bench. I don't know if it was Jamie Roy or Mike Keane. I think it was Mike Keane. And I was like, hey, I think I broke my ankle. And I was like hobbling. He's like, then get off the ice. And I remember it was like, you ever like, you get seriously hurt, like the adrenaline rushes through you, and you don't feel till you hurt, so you stop. Yeah. And I was like, this hurts. And it was like a double ankle sprain. It was like high ankle sprain and a low ankle sprain. And like knowing what I know now, I would have rather just broke it. It would have recovered was faster. So the rehab with that was crap. Fortunately, I got to go back to school and had good treatment. But I played with a really painful ankle for the first 4 or 5 months of the season. Like it was not good. But boy, did my ankle hurt.
You couldn't tell from the stats, though.
Yeah, no, stats were good. I was really good in the coast.
What did you do with that signing bonus money, though?
Nothing.
You get 90 Gs US?
I didn't get 90 Gs.
What did you get?
62.5. So 62,500, and then plus my salary.
So you sign and then boom, there's 62 Gs in your account?
Yeah, most money ever, I think after tax, it was like $40,000. Most money I've ever seen at a point where I actually made zero money. So yeah, I remember I had a check, and I went to the bank, and I was like, hey, how large of a check can I cash?
We're trying a big bank with a big check.
Yeah, trying to have a Range Rover. I didn't spend really anything. I've always been pretty either cheap, frugal, whatever. I've always known that like hockey, there's always going to be an expiry point in hockey, whether I made $100 million or I made what I made. So I didn't go buy a Jeep or Grand Cherokee like every entry-level guy does, or a sick car. No crazy vacations. I went on a backpacking trip with my girlfriend at the time to England, to the UK, and like a couple grand, wasn't anything crazy. Other than that, like I saved it, put it away, had some good investments, used that money to help me go back to school, because $150,000 physical therapy program is not cheap. Alongside like the money that I made from online, like my online coaching and stuff. But yeah, I still have most of that money. It's in my don't ever touch till I retire fund, which is really cool because I have that, but I never like blew it. I had my crappy Nissan Altima until last year that I drove from sophomore year of university until last year. Rocked it. Thing went from Florida to everywhere and back. And yeah, like money, I don't know. I think my parents were pretty good with money. I think they definitely were smart with it. They had good people. They're good with theirs. I I was surrounded by good people too, you know, like that put like the fear of the 30 for 30 broke in me, and I didn't want that. And I also like I'm a pretty simple guy, not like, you know, not buying a barn and raising sheep and cattle, but I don't really need a whole lot to feel fulfilled. I get a lot of fulfillment from doing what I love, and that's like playing hockey. Well, it was playing hockey, coaching hockey, you know, hanging out with my wife, you know, drinking coffee at different coffee shops around the world, like that. Okay, the $6 for the spread, like a latte, I can swing that. Yep. That's what fulfills me in life. I don't, as much as a Range Rover would be cool, only if I can truly afford it would I buy that. Like I don't really go outside my means, and I knew that like, hey, I might not play in the NHL. I feel like I'm going to, but I'm not. I might not. So I'm not going to spend that money until like I have it. And I think that was. I look back now, I'm like, oh my gosh, like thank goodness. Like if I had $0 in my bank account when I retired, like a lot of people do, and that would scare the heck out of me. Because right now I'm like, you know, like I'm not rich, but I can pay my rent and eat food, which is pretty cool.
Which is most important.
Yeah, like which is great. And like I said, I was able to go back to school and not have to take out loans. And like to be able, like I had classmates that are probably never going to pay their loans off. Like undergrad, doctorate, $250,000. You know, maybe if they pay it off when they're 60, 65. Fortunate enough that hockey gave me the opportunity that I don't have that. I just start working and make, you know, and not have to, you know, pay back, you know, Sally Mae and whatever the loan organizations are.
Well, the reason I ask you is, and this is something that's fascinated me the last like year or 2 years of, you know, my friendship with Matt, is, you know, Muzz and I talk money all the time. Like anytime we talk, we're usually talking about money or business or stuff like that, which is so interesting because you think, you know, talking with an NHL goalie, you talk goaltending, but we talk the complete opposite. And taking that mentality of, okay, well, he's up here and he's gone up there, so what am I missing? There has to be, like, he knows something I don't, so I want to learn from him. And then, okay, well, if I'm learning from him, maybe I can learn from you, and I can learn from this guy, and I can learn from that guy. And who knows more? Like, I want to get closer to the money and to the success. So what do you know that I don't know to get me there is the mindset I like.
What I know about money is 2 things. Don't buy dumb stuff. 3 things. Don't buy dumb stuff. Don't spend, and I'd classify that as don't spend outside your means. And hire experts that are good at managing money. Like I'm not going to claim that I'm not the one making trades and things like that with my investments. I have an investment person for that because I don't know. Just like you're not going to hire an accountant to coach your goalie. You hire experts. And so like
a goalie coach to do your accounting.
Yeah, like for me, like I just, you know, I let other people, the people I trust, that are people who are good, and this is their job, manage my money. And yes, you give a percentage of that. That's part of investing, but just like you have to pay for coaching and do these things, that's part of their job, and that's why they are experts at it. So I say, like, seek expert help, and if you really want to do it yourself, consult with experts too. And that's the thing, that would be the biggest thing. But obviously, Murray and I, different tax brackets significantly, but you know. But
there's a common denominator there. You're both pro goalies, played at the highest level possible, even though you didn't play 200, 300 NHL games. You played well. You dressed for NHL games, which is close enough. You made some good money, and there's some common knowledge there. Yeah. So and remind me to get your financial investor guy's number after.
Yeah.
I'm curious to learn more. But you almost did play in the NHL. Like, so let's talk about that for a second. So you play 2 years in the American League. You throw up 908, 920 last year, if I'm not mistaken. You might be the only goalie in Moose history to ever throw up 1,000 save percentage and 0 goals against in the playoffs ever. It'll never be done again.
Yeah, because I think I only played 1 period.
And you made 20 saves.
Yeah, they got shellacked against Grand Rapids. It's actually funny. So everything comes full circle. So we're recording in Grand Rapids. My last
in a rental skate studio.
In a rental skate studio, which is pretty good. It's pretty good vibes.
If you're on the video version,
vibes are good. But my last ever college hockey game was in Grand Rapids at Van Andel Arena. My last ever opponent in the American Hockey League, Grand Rapids Griffins. I now live in Grand Rapids.
And we're podcasting Grand Rapids.
It's weird, but it's weird, and like, I love it here. Like, this is awesome. This is where I want to stay. Like, this place is great. What were we going to talk about? Sorry, I off
the NHL call-up. So
oh, yeah.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
Pop culture.
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.